podcast viewers. And look, I'm so excited today because we're going to talk about the process of applying registration as a nurse in Australia. And I think there's a lot of you nurses are waiting for this, and it's going to be an informative session. Hi, Jess. Thank you for
Hello.
staying. Thank you for saying yes to this interview. We have this beautiful Jess joining us today. I'm very confident that it's gonna be insightful and informative session today because she's gonna walk us through her experience, okay, or applying the process, right, to be getting your registration in Australia. And I do hope you stay tuned for the rest of the interview, okay? And if you have any comments, please write down on the comment box below. And here's Jess, and I'm so proud of her. I remember her when she did the pathway with AuRNPathway, and I remember her. She's the character. She's always kind, and I can see her always smiling like this one, right? And always respectful. And so I'm so proud of you, Jess, of what you've achieved so far. And congratulations for getting your registration here in Australia. Congratulations, Jess.
Thank you so much, Miss Christine. Yeah, this is actually through all your help as well. I really appreciate you checking on us every time. Yeah, so it's not just purely training and review, but you also make sure to remind us or share your life advices, which is very helpful for us.
Oh, thank you, Jess. And coming from, that's a really good feedback because I can only keep myself getting better, okay? And
Yeah.
so that always warms the heart. And you're always like that, Jess, you always bring good out of people, right?
Oh,
And I
thank
think
you so much.
yes, and I think in life we have to be vocal, of saying these things to the person we meet because that will kind of reinforce, the good things that they've done, and so they keep getting better. So thank you so much for that, Jess. My
Thank
heart is
you.
so full at the moment. Yes, without further ado, we're gonna ask Jess questions, okay? Which I think that will help you nurses. The first question, Jess, that I wanted to ask, tell us about where you are registered as a nurse initially, and I'm sure from the Philippines, right? And is there any
Yes.
other work experience that you have?
Okay, so yeah, I am a registered nurse here in the Philippines since 2007. So that's 17 years now.
Wow.
And so you might be thinking I've been working as a nurse for ages already, but in reality, most of my employment years took place in the BPO industry. So that's the call
Oh,
center. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I was a customer service representative for 4 years. So we handled sales, technical support, and then I became a healthcare associate as well for an American insurance company. And after 2 years, I got promoted as a process improvement analyst. So though my career back then was doing well, still I felt unsatisfied career-wise because
Mm,
if you are a nurse, if you're born to be a nurse, you will always look for that path. So
yeah.
in 2019, finally I got the courage to go back and practice as a registered nurse in a clinical setting. So that is when I became
Mm.
part of one of the prestigious medical center in the province of Jizan, Saudi Arabia, and that was for 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I was assigned as an ophthalmology nurse, so in their day case surgery as well. So we did various sorts of ophthalmology procedures, so from simple procedures to complicated cases. And
Mm.
yeah, I remember no matter how challenging a routine back then, it gave me that satisfaction and realization that nursing is truly my calling. Yeah.
Good. That's quite an extensive experience, by the way, Jess. And appreciate you sharing with us. And wow, so and now you're a registered nurse in Australia, right?
Yes,
And that's the thing, that I wanted to remind everyone. You guys are not a tree, right? So if you don't like where you are, you just keep looking, changing career if you
exactly.
have to,
Mm-mm.
just to get there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to ask you a question also. Is what are the reasons why you wanted to move in Australia? I think apart from your sister is here, right? In
Yes,
Melbourne?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Moving to Australia someday has been my childhood dream. So this was actually inspired by family members who are already in Australia, just like what you mentioned. My sister is there. I have
Mm,
uncles, cousins, so it's like
see.
it's like another home, and it's an extension of our home. And I got more fascinated when I had the chance to visit Australia myself. So it was like a love at first sight.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I actually love how organized your transportation is. Yeah, the people are friendly. Of course, the
Mm,
air is clean. You can feel it, to your nose. Once you step out the airport, it's really clean. You can feel the difference, coming from the Philippines. And
definitely.
no matter how progressive a certain area has become in Australia, still they're giving importance to nature. So they don't just cut trees,
Mm,
and
correct.
birds are not afraid to people. They can just join you anywhere. You can see birds anywhere.
Yeah.
And since I am a mother now, and of course I will be bringing my family with me.
Mm,
Philippines will always be my home country no matter what. But since I have them, I have family. Australia is just the best option for us. Yeah,
definitely. Yes, Jess. And I think who wouldn't want to move to Australia, right? It's a beautiful
exactly.
country. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity, and the like definitely because research shows as well, just by being in Australia, 9 times luckier in any country in the world, right? But as you said, there's nothing compares home. I agree with that,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Philippines is always something that we wanted to go back to, and I
Exactly. Yeah.
think that's for everyone as well, right? And yeah, so and also Jess, we're gonna go through now to the actual registration process, but
Sure.
before that, how long did the whole process took you from the time you receive your OSCE result to the time you get your registration?
Yes. For the registration process, it took me 15 business days to complete it. So, yeah,
Wow.
I submitted or I started my application on the 9th of July, then it was finalized on the 29th. So, it was
Fast.
actually smooth. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, Jess, congratulations on passing your NCLEX. Sorry, Jess, I think I lost your video there. But congratulations in passing your NCLEX and OSCE, by the way. Like, it's a very hard exam to go through. I can imagine, right? Yeah, very hard. Now, let's help the nurses. What is your best tip on the first thing that they need to do after OSCE to fast track their registration?